Good morning, everybody. This is Kim Danke coming to you live from the Shibby Studios in Kennesaw, Georgia. Super excited to be here with you this morning. It is Thursday, July 22nd, 2021, and we have 163 days left in the 2021 edition of the Game of Life. What are you going to do? What are you going to do with your game? You know, these games, we play together because we need each other. But we also are playing by ourselves when we're at home alone or in the car alone. What are you going to do with that when you are not with other people? When you're making those decisions all on your own, what are you going to do with the choices that you have? Well, we're going to talk today just a little bit about having courage over comfort. And one of the things that I think applies to us is having courage to tell ourselves no and not give in to things that we don't want to on that day and not go into the comfort. Having courage to tell myself no rather than giving in to the comfort of a little bit of food when we desire it. When you hop on here this morning, please say good morning, where you are watching from, and what type of Shibboleth day you are having. Now, I don't know what kind of day I'm having because I don't know what they're serving at the luncheon today, and this caterer is good. He's really good. Now, if it's his pasta, I won't eat that because that's just not something that makes me want to eat it, but everything else he serves is good. And this is the guy that makes the really great Ghirardelli brownies, so we'll see. I don't know what he's bringing today. But yesterday, I went to the luncheon, and I was going to take my oatmeal protein pie, and I was doing some things before I left, and 3 different times I said, get over there and get your oatmeal protein pie and put it in your purse. And I was doing some other little things and then forgot it. So halfway to that luncheon yesterday, I thought, oh man, I wonder who's catering, And I said, I hope it's not blank. I don't want to say the restaurant. I said, I hope it's not blank. I show up and it's that one. So anyway, I had grilled chicken, broccoli, and a little bit of their salad. And it still worked out. I just don't like their wood-fired food. And anyway, so I ate it. I had a perfect day yesterday, everybody, y'all. Yay! And I have 2 left. So I'm debating, do I use it today at lunch? And it just really depends on what he's having. And my other one I'm saving for Sunday because my son doesn't have to work on Sunday. And so we can go out to eat after church on Sunday. So I'm saving it for Sunday. And then if I don't use the one today, I can save that maybe for next week or next Saturday. So I still have a plan to keep myself within my guidelines. Okay, so I had a couple of holidays bumped me up to 143. And I don't like to be above 139, okay? So today I was back down to 140, which is good. But by the end of the month, because, you know, we've got a little bit more than a week left, and I only have 2 holidays, I'll be back down there. So which is good, which is really good. Let's see, who's on here with me this morning? Good morning, Michelle Harper. Good morning, Valerie from Indiana, having an IMF day. Amy Carpenter from Ohio, IMF perfect day. Hey, Samantha, good morning. Hey, Melanie, perfect IMF day. Hey, Gina, perfect day. I pray you can do it. You can do it. Choose courage over comfort. Okay, Ron, traveling to a funeral. I'm sorry about that, Ron. He's having a perfect day, though. Yes, good job. Good job, Ron. Kathy from Michigan having a perfect day. Good morning, Stacy from McDonough having a perfect day. That's fabulous. Good morning, Lynn Vance, IMF day. Good morning, Polly. Hey, Tony Davis, the pastor and exercise master. Hey there, good morning. Good to hear from you. Wanda, IMF day from Dalton, Georgia. And Heather says, hey, Mama. And Alice, good morning, Alice. And there's Cheryl, good morning from Clarksville, Georgia with an IMF day. My sister-in-law joined after my class Thursday, and I had another friend that is going to pay for her sister to join. Yay! Yes, we'll pray that she follows through with it. She needs it. Do you know, I honestly think we all need it, you know, but I know what you mean. Now, Cheryl, I really liked what Cheryl said on Tuesday night. She said that she doesn't really holiday at home, that when she has a holiday, thank y'all for all those hearts. When When she has a holiday, it's out at a restaurant. And that's a really smart strategy. I mean, that is a super smart strategy. I love that. Thank you for sharing that, Cheryl. Good morning, Karen from Michigan. And yes, thank you. Good morning, Charlene from Michigan. Having a perfect day. When people ask me, there's people doing this from where? I'm like, large group in Michigan. And there's a large group in Canada too. But I'm like, it's all over the place. Everybody, we're international. As long as people have access to the internet and can understand Southern American English, they can do the lifestyle. Thank you, Diane, for sharing. Y'all, the share button is in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, typically, if you're on a device. But just click the share button. Somebody can use this information and it'll get to the right person. And when it gets to the right person, we want to let them know that we've got a lifetime membership going on right now, 69 buckaroos for life, a lifetime of support, updated food library, recipe library, restaurant guide, all the content, all the ongoing lessons and everything. So it's amazing. Shibbolethdeals.com. And then encourage them to put your name in. That way they can let us know that you told them about Shibboleth. Good morning, Diane. Having a perfect day. Thank you for sharing. Yes, thank you. Good morning, Julie. IMF Day from Indiana. Hey, Colleen from Michigan. Perfect day. Good morning, Wendy. A hollow meal at lunch, but back at it. Good, good, good. Awesome. Yes, that's God all over the world. Thank you for typing that in, Michelle. I knew it was coming. Michelle. Thank you for those sunshines. Okay, I love that, Dawn. So this morning when I walked out onto the back deck like I do each morning, the back deck wasn't wet. I was like, amen. Because every time I've been stepping out on the back deck, it's wet. Now, it wasn't wet this morning. And I looked up, there weren't any clouds. And then the ombre colors that were just created, oh, it was gorgeous. And then I saw the same stars that are there every morning on a clear morning. And then I scanned my head over this way. I'm like, wow, look at that. That is like a purple blue. And then I keep going around and it's like a darker blue. It's just so beautiful. Then I was just so amazed with all that color. I went out to look again and it had completely changed. It was all in like grays with some little brush strokes of clouds. And I'm like, man, you just out there having fun, aren't you, Lord? Just being creative. Thank you, Gina, for sharing. I appreciate that. Good morning, Christy from Ball Ground, Georgia. Having a perfect day. And Rhonda says, remember, if you are a member, you have your own link for referrals. That is true. But if you use shibbolethdeals.com, because you don't know where your link is. If you don't know where your link is, go in the tutorials in the video library and you can figure that out. Also, it comes out in the newsletter every week too. And I think it may be saved as an announcement in the Facebook group. But if you just click on referrals and look around on that page, you'll find it. But if they type in your name on shibbolethdeals.com, you also will get some little monies back towards the Shibby shop you can spend there. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you. Okay, so I have on some heels today. Okay, so I bought these pants, and these pants are too long. I have long legs, okay, and they're still too long, and it annoys me because I don't like to wear heels, so I'm having to wear these shoes today, okay, just to wear the pants because I haven't worn the pants in a while. You know how you go in your closet and you're like, I haven't worn this in a long time, and they look good, but oh, it requires those shoes, and so you put it off. Well, I'm going to wear the shoes today. But thank you, Cheryl. Thank you. Good morning, Tabitha. Another thing, Cheryl, is in the mornings, I'm cool in my house, so I often put on a lot of clothes, but then as soon as I walk out, I'm hot. So today I decided, okay, I'm not going to have that. I'm going to put on this, and I was automatically fine. I don't know why. I go into my closet. We should never dress in our closet the way our closet feels, because it feels different when we get out and about. And then I have a white jacket that if I happen to get cold, I can have that with me. I'll have it in the car. So thank you. Okay, so I officially finished up the Bible study yesterday morning. We made the video last night at the church, and Barbara Clark, who I'm working with, and we got together, And we were like, okay, we're going to say this, and we're going to say this, and we're going to say this. And thank you. I do love this necklace, Wanda. Look at this. This thing is gorgeous. I mean, it is. And it's kind of unique the way that it's shaped. I'll kind of stand up just a little bit. See? And so it comes down into a V, and then it comes down like that. I love this necklace. Thank you, Wanda. So we got in there, and then the little producer, not little, just the producer. I don't know why I said that. The producer, he says, okay, y'all got 45 seconds. And we're like, 45 seconds, okay. So we did our best, but I want you to know that when I say this is for in person and for people to join on Zoom, I was thinking of y'all, because those of you who aren't in town and want to come to this on a Wednesday night, you can Zoom in with us, okay? And it's going to be a lot of fun. I'll let y'all know once the little promotional video has come out and all the details, so you can sign up. But when I finished up this Bible study yesterday, thank you, Gina, it said, this is what she ended with, and I thought it was so sweet. But one thing that will really keep me encouraged as we part ways for now is knowing that while I'm out here continuing to learn and grow in this discipline of hearing God's voice, you'll be out there as well, with your heart and Bible open and with your will surrendered and toggled toward obedience, listening. Okay, the reason that I liked that so much is because once you go through a Bible study with people, it's like, okay, they're doing this, and you kind of have an expectation and a hope for them that they're doing it too. And it's just a sweet little spirit that you've got about these people that you've done this with. And when I read that, who did I think of? Y'all. Because we're doing this together, and yes, I'm hoping that you're out there continuing to learn and grow in the disciplines that we learn in Shibboleth, and that you'll be out there with your mind and heart open towards what we learn in Shibboleth, having a humble heart to be able to apply the things that you need to, and being obedient to the lifestyle. So I thought about that. Well, yesterday at lunch, I got to go, I heard this guy, his name is Garrett Graveson, okay? And I bought this book yesterday, 10 Seconds of Insane Courage, How to Unlock Your Courage to Unleash Your Potential. He has been to, I live in Cobb County, Georgia. He's a graduate of Cobb County Schools. He graduated from UAB, and he has helped create the leadership program for Chick-fil-A. And he has been to 192 countries. And I think he said there's 197 in the world. But he's been to 192 countries. And he has a tuxedo. That's why the bow tie is there. He has a tuxedo that started the whole reason about him wearing this tuxedo to all these countries and all this kind of fun stuff. So it was really fun. And he said the one thing that he would say to people is have courage over comfort. Choose courage over comfort. And of course, me applying it to Shibboleth, I'm like, those days where we want to give in to having something just to please our taste buds or our mind or our emotions, when we just want to give in, we got to choose courage to say no. See, there is a courage in saying no. You're having to discipline yourself, and it's not fun. But we have that courage over going to that comfort. So I'm looking forward to reading this book. I think we're going to get some really great nuggets out of it. But he said that the 10 factors, that he called them fear factors, that people, actually 8, that people use to keep them from doing big things in life is fear of the unknown, fear of letting go, fear that I'm not good enough, fear of the first step, fear of bailing out, fear of disappointing others, and fear of failure. So those were just some fears that he's going to kind of talk through in this book. And I haven't even read the first chapter yet. I was just scanning through for ideas. And what I really liked was there's this page here, and it's called Create Diversions. And it says we are incredibly creative in coming up with the reasons we avoid speaking up, making bold choices in our most important relationships and at work and other places. And do any of these statements sound familiar? So we hide. I don't know what to do. It's best to play it safe. Nobody thinks I have anything to offer That actually hits me a lot. That's one of the ants. I'm not very creative. It's not my job to come up with new ideas. And then his next little grouping is we give in. It's easier to go with the flow. I'll just go with it. Other people know a lot more than I do. The risk of honesty is just too high for me. There's not a mountain I want to die. That's not a mountain I want to die on or even fight on. And then we criticize. That'll never work. If this is a good idea, why hasn't it been done before? They haven't even thought through it all. Where's the data? Where's the research? And creative people never really get work done. So we criticize. So I like this because I really think it's going to be a great book. Oh, and then I talked to him about my travels because I don't think I've told y'all this story before, but when I was, after I finished my master's degree in education, I had been teaching school and working on my master's. I was in my early 20s, and I said, my teacher friends and I went on a trip to Europe. We did 10 countries in 10 days. So we started connecting. He did 52 countries in 52 weeks. And so when he said that, I was like, oh, I've done 10 countries in 10 days. And that was just the whirlwind trip that we paid to go on and had a guide and everything. And so I told him about that, and then I still had the travel bug. So I quit my teaching job. And went to Europe, and I went to 11 different countries over 4 months, and that was a lot of fun. But then it was like, okay, let's go home. So I came home and I got a job. I was still interested in travel, but I wanted to do it more in the U.S. So I got a job taking senior adults on 4- and 5-star land tours on a bus. So I went to 22 states on a bus with senior adults, and it was so much fun. So I told him that story because we had that connection. So he signed this, and he says, Kim, my fellow traveler and adventurer, say yes more often. And then he signed it. So I look forward to reading that book and just seeing what kind of little nuggets are there to can make us be more bold and reach out. Let's see. Thank you. Good morning, Judy. Yes, I love that. That was a great number, Michelle. Michelle is my stats lady too. She does all the good things like ShibolethDeals.com. You got 41 people watching this morning. I love it. Thank you, Michelle. Tara, yes, that's so good. Courage over comfort. And that's just a quick little 3-word mantra that we can say to ourselves. If we pause long enough to go, and if we were going to eat something, write it down first. If you're going to eat something, go write it down first. That is a long enough pause to help you use courage over comfort. Courage over comfort. Let me go for a walk. Let me go do something different. Thank you, Gina. Yes. And then Tammy says, hopping on late, but I'm here. Glad you're here, Tammy. Perfect day in South Georgia, and down another half a pound this morning. Awesome. And let's see, Kim, can you post a picture of that page and title of book? I need that book. Yes, I will. I'll post it. I'll post it on my personal page, okay? And you can get it from there, and I'll tag you. Okay, y'all have a wonderful day. I've got networking this morning that I've been contemplating on whether or not I should go to it this morning. It's a weekly thing, so it's okay. But I have got to, I'm going to be the president of the West Cobb Business Association next year, and we've got our luncheon today, and I've got to pull together some sheets and information about how I need people to step up to be chairman of committees and talk about my vision for the West Cobb Business Association. And so I may not go to that one this morning, and do the planning for what I've got to say at lunch. And at lunch, I get to hear this guy named Kit Cummings talk. He's wonderful. The Power of Peace. You could probably find him on YouTube. He's really good. But then I've got networking this afternoon too. So I've got a lot of things to do today. But I hope that y'all have a great day. Please go journal and then type in hashtag Shibboleth for His glory if you're watching on replay. Have a blessed day.